In this video, we are going to show you guys two of the coolest supercars. They're actually owned by husband and wife, so you're not going to want to miss it. Stick around because it's coming right now.
Last Saturday, we got to go to a car show hosted by the LaSalle County Streetcars.
That's a Facebook group.
Yeah, it's a Facebook group. That's right, Mark. And they put on an awesome show out on the Old Ottawa Airport. It was amazing.
For their first responders, right?
Absolutely. First responders got to pick people for awards for the car show. Obviously, they didn't have to pay for food or drink, and they didn't have to pay to get in to check out the car show, which was pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Last I heard, there was 192 cars there. Did you hear a different number than that?
I personally haven't heard a number, so I didn't know.
Okay, I had somebody that counted 192 cars. And we found two of the coolest. Actually, we found a bunch of really cool cars. And we videotaped a lot of them. Had a couple interviews with some really nice people, which we're going to show you guys in the upcoming weeks. But like we said in the intro, today it's all about the husband and wife, Andrew and Ashley. Wait until you meet this couple. They were really awesome.
They were amazing.
Hi, I'm Andrew Woods from Oswego, Illinois, and this is my 2018 McLaren 570S. So I bought this car during the pandemic when lockdown. The main reason to buying this is just for something for us to get out and move around. Don't be locked down, have some fun. Also for children, it brings happiness to kids. When you see me driving down the road, people follow me, they have some fun. It really brings out the spirit in the kids, and even the older adults, it makes them think as a kid and what their dream car was. My dream car was a Lamborghini at the time. Came to the dealership, test drove this, and it was just day over. I mean, it was just unbelievable. From the moment I sat in this car and I drove it around, going 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds, 2.8 seconds, it's just one of those cars that you have complete control over, and it's a lot of fun. This car, I mean, it's an eye catcher. I mean, it definitely gets people emotions, it gets people going. I like to take it out almost every day. This is my daily driver. My wife doesn't agree with it, but I bought this car to drive. It's not a sitter, it's not to look at, it's to have fun and bring happiness to other people.
So are the wheels original to the car?
The wheels are not original to the car. I have the stock ones. The previous owner that had this changed the wheels and tires. He put the exhaust on, he put the bigger turbos on it, and complete carbon packaged it. Other than that, it's stock everywhere else. This car normally is about 3,000 pounds. We're under 3,000 pounds the way it sits. I always say I like the idea of taking this car and making kids happy. I think it'd be awesome to wrap this car with a superhero, Hulk, Spider-Man. There's so many wraps out there that are cool. The main one I want to do is put a big Hulk on this, take it to Special Olympics, take it to birthday parties, just share the happiness that I get from this car with other people that can't actually have one right now. Hi, my name's Andrew Woods from Oswego, Illinois. This is my 2018 McLaren 570S. It's one of the baddest ass vehicles out there. This is why I'm a car guy.
My name is Ashley. This is my 2020 C8 Corvette. We had been looking for a C8 for a while, and my husband showed me this one online, and I was not for it at all. For the interior looked a different color, the calipers looked a different color, but he pushed me and we went and saw it anyway. And in person, it's just, everything is gorgeous. The feel even of the interior is soft. It's like buttery leather. And the outside blue, the Elkhart Lake blue is just, as a navy blue person, I love it. The one thing I would like to change on the car is the rims. The stock rims are kind of blah compared to the rest of the car. I don't feel like they fit, like they did all the work into the body and then they kind of just gave up when they got to the rims. I'm really a big fan of chrome and I like them to stand out, so I think that I would want something that really pops on the car. I might also consider changing the caliper color, but I haven't decided what would go great that isn't red? I am still pretty cautious on it. I'm new to the car and the speed world, but I have got it to 103, I think. Nice. Which is the fastest I've ever been in a car, so. And I enjoyed it. It actually, I'm surprised at how well it handles. Because my husband had talked a lot about how it gets loose when you get to certain speeds and to be cautious. And for me, as someone who's not used to driving fast, I'm actually very comfortable in this car. And I'm not afraid of it. And I think it handles really nicely. There's not a lot of movement in it. It gets up to speed really quick. It's just enough power for me, but it's a lot at the same time. It's kind of hard to drive your daily after driving this, because I drive a Suburban and it's not quick.
You go from a barge to a sport.
Yes, and it doesn't get up. Getting up to speed in that is like 12 seconds to get to 55 even. And in this, it's instant almost. It feels like it anyway. It's kind of interesting. I'm used to riding in my husband's car and he gets a lot of looks. But I have noticed that there is a lot more looks when you're a female driving a car like this. And it's nice. It's a nice feeling. But I feel like the shock and awe on their faces is a lot more than it is when my husband drives this car. That's something I don't think a lot of women get to experience. My name is Ashley. This is my 2020 C8 Corvette, and that is why I'm a car girl.
So Mark, what did you think of Andrew's car?
Well, I tell you, when I first saw Andrew's car, he was actually coming in as I was walking into the car show. So I had my eye on him from the first minute. And I really didn't know what kind of car it was. Originally, I thought it was a Lamborghini. I knew it wasn't a Ferrari. I seriously did not know what this car was. So I was very anxious to get up on it and see it. And once I started filming and I came around the back and I saw that little logo, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a McLaren. I have never been up close like that with a McLaren before. I've seen pictures, that was it. So I got very, very excited with this car.
What a cool car, and what a cool guy. I'm gonna tell you something about this guy. He bought this car so he could be out there showing it off to little kids.
That's right.
And making people smile. He really did buy the car for that reason. Not everybody in the world cares that much, but what a big heart, and he wears his heart on his sleeve. I almost got him to cry. It wasn't easy, but I almost got him to cry.
Yeah, we got close. I really liked in the video where he said that one of the things that he was interested in doing was possibly getting a wrap put on that car of the Incredible Hulk, just so that he could be more appealing to the kids and the kids could get a big kick out of it. I mean, how do you take a supercar that costs that much money, that beautiful, and put a wrap on it that looks like Hulk? That's truly somebody who wants to entertain the kids. That was really cool. Good job, Andrew.
Andrew's awesome.
Yeah. And then Ashley, she was a little shy at first, but you know what? As you guys seen from the video, she was not at a loss for words, and she loves her C8 Corvette. She was a little sketchy at first when they went to go see it, which I guess is understandable. It's got a couple colors on there that I would question if I saw them on the internet, like the interior against the blue. But once you see it in person, I mean, I guess, I don't know, I would call that like a cobalt blue. And then the interior is kind of like a rusty camel color. I thought it was beautiful. And then the calipers, lime green. I mean, everybody else has got red. She's got lime green against that blue. It was just, it was a nice match. It really was.
What a beautiful car. And I'll tell you what, she's not afraid to drive it. She's had it going about 104 miles an hour, if I remember her telling me that right.
103.
103.
Yeah.
And she hasn't made it go any faster yet, but she also drives Andrew's McLaren, and he doesn't put it on sport mode for her, let's put it that way.
Right. Yeah, that's pretty funny that he told us that.
Absolutely.
But you know what? She's getting there. And thank you, Andrew, and thank you, Ashley. It was a pleasure meeting both of you guys. It was a pleasure interviewing you. And I hope that when you see this video that you turn around and say, wow, those guys did a great job, and hope that you're honored to take apart and after the smoke clears. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, you guys were awesome. Thank you. Hey guys, on next week's episode, make sure you tune in because we're going to be watching, starts with a P, ends in a Porsches, 2 of them.
Beautiful cars. You're not going to want to miss this, trust me.